people, how are you all? I hope you are doing great. Happy Guru Purnima to all the teachers out there. Well, welcome back to part 4 of books this week. And if you haven't watched previous 3 parts, just go ahead and watch it. Well, people who have been here before, welcome back. And people who are new, welcome. This is Mansi from Readers and Creators. So, have you had this notion of living away from the chaos of city life, from technology, internet, right? If you have that notion, then this book is for you. Landscapes of Wilderness, written by Narendra. This is a non fictional book based on a broad research done by the author. Well, author went and stayed in Abujamar area of Chhattisgarh, which is a highly Naxal zone. Now he stayed there, studied their culture, people, what they eat, what they do, what they wear, everything, and then write this book, Landscapes of Wilderness. In this book, he writes how those people of Abujamar are living a life of solitude, a slow living. And in the beginning, during his stay, he was very bored with lack of activity. But gradually, he became habitual to solitude and vacancy. Now, when we think about tribes or tribal regions, our mind instantly goes to that we are the more civilized one. They are not. But in this book, the author wrote how those people are far away from God and Constitution, and in their community, people are encouraged to be in monogamy, but if there's a condition or situation of divorce, they encourage it as well. If a girl gets pregnant out of wedlock, then neither the girl nor the child is ostracized. Rather, whole community comes together to care for her and the child. And a woman can initiate a divorce without any fear, without any hassle, rather a lot of support. So if you look at it, their community is far more developed and civilized than us. So yeah, this is a non-fictional book based on a high, broad research and on author's personal opinions. So give it a read, and this community impressed me a lot, but we can't deny the fact that this is a Naxal zone of Chhattisgarh. Next book is City as Memory, a short biography of Srinagar written by Sadaf Wani. Now, if you have read Rumors of Spring by Farah Bashir, this book's plot seems so similar to that one. Author Sadaf Wani writes about her childhood memories, about how Srinagar is in her mind from her childhood days. Landscapes, sceneries, paradise on earth, beautiful, just so heavenly. And then it becomes militarized, the most militarized region in the world. So this book is a description of author's memories intertwined with Kashmir's turbulent history. Next book, when I read its review in the newspaper, I immediately went to the publisher, mailed them and asked for a review copy. Well, if you are a fan of mythology and specifically Mahabharata in that, then this book will take your interest instantly. The book name is The Dharma of Unfaithful Wives and Faithful Jackals, written by Wendy Doniger. Now, Wendy Doniger is hailed as the greatest living mythologist. In this book, there are moral tales from Mahabharata about dharma, God, women, good or bad, father, son, kings of God, and life lessons. And they are all written in form of fables and tales. So this interests me a lot. I want to read it as soon as I get my hands on it. So yeah, if you are a fan of Hindu myth and lore, this book is for you. Next is Rethinking Untouchability, the Political Thought of B.R. Ambedkar, written by Jesus F. Chaires Garza. Author is a Mexican historian, that's why the typical name. Well, we know Ambedkar as a person who wrote our constitution and who fought for the rights of untouchables, right? This book is a study of his political thoughts before 1947, and it draws from personal letters and broad research. Like author went through libraries, through archives and wrote this book. Well, in this book you will get to know that how Ambedkar was not a successful politician electorally, but he fought for the rights of untouchables that made him a great figure. He was against the thoughts of Gandhi, Nehru and Patel. He was supporting Muslim League and he tried to delay independence by collaborating with British government. So this book is one more addition to the ever expanding literature about B.R. Ambedkar. Last book of today's segment is The Matrimonial Murder, written by Meeti Shah. This is second book in the series set. The first was The Death of Kirti Kadakia. Both of these books are little murder mystery set in Temple Hill area of Mumbai. Now, why this book is talked about or why people are liking this? Because in most of the murder mystery, there's a detective or police officers and everyone, and there's the main lead, which is male character. But these series written by Meeti, they are strongly driven by female characters, and male characters are on sidelines. Like the main detective character is also female, the police officer is also female. That's why it has been talked about. If you are a fan of murder mysteries, if you are a fan of the Good Girl Guide to Murder series, then this book is for you. So these were the books for today's segment, and there were some finance book also, but I am 0% invested in finance book. Took the pun. Well, so I don't know anything about reading finance book. I mean, we have to do finance because it's a need, but reading a book based on finance, not my thing. But if it's your thing, just go ahead and read in Telegraph. There's a review, and Telegraph book reviews are free, so you can just go ahead and read on Google. It's like the Hindu Hindustan Times, they are subscription based, but Telegraph is free. Well, yeah, keep reading, be happy, be safe, and we'll meet you next Sunday with part 5 of books this week, and in between I may drop a book review as well. Bye bye.